Hey all, it's John from Second Chance Composting. How you doing today? We got a really busy, rainy day today. It was pouring this morning. We waited things out a little bit. We didn't go as early as usual. I was pretty exhausted from my other job. I worked first 3 days this week, so I got 30 hours in there. And then we had our pickups this morning, so I slept in a little bit till about 8, a little after 8. So we had a day of all of our pickups today. So we keep gaining new customers each week, and we keep getting new and different jobs. So this was our biggest day so far. It was awesome, actually. I drove around in the rain. It was coming down really hard. I used to deliver pizza, as I said before, so I'm kind of used to working in the rain. I brought my hoodie, so I'm okay. It's September 22nd. Starting to get that chill in the air. We're up in the hills in Vermont, and the trees are already starting to turn. So it's got that chill in the air. I got wet this morning. My shirt was soaked, and I got a little cold, so I threw on the hoodie. But here's what we're doing today. So we picked up one of our commercial accounts. We got a new customer today. And then these barrels, one's from our house, one's from my mother-in-law's house. Parents-in-law's, I guess it would be. I don't know. So this is our bounty for the day. We've been doing it since, what time is it now? Been going almost 4 hours, and we've only done a third of the work. So we picked everything up, but now we gotta process it, and then we gotta go home and clean it. So what we did today is we picked up commercial and residential accounts. We also got a new customer. We dropped a bucket off to them. They gave us some scraps that they had been saving. I didn't charge them for that. So we're gonna build a new pile here because our other pile is good for the time being. Just with the time of year, it's just makes sense right now to start a new one with how long we've been building the other one. So we'll go turn that one, and then we'll start this one, we'll get this one built, and then we'll turn the other one. We also picked up the rest of the sunflowers from the town, from the city that we operate out of, hometown. And I'll show you all those. See here, beautiful. Look at these things. So we picked up the rest of these. Look at that, that's just one. That's my hand there. So these things are the size of trees. Check it out. Now, look at that. Now that's gonna be all composted down. So we picked up all of our food scraps this morning. We got a new customer. We dropped her bucket off and got their information. We went to downtown and picked up all these sunflowers, so that job's done. That was a good one. Glad to work with the city. Building relationships with people is very important. And the guy that does it's just got a really like-minded vision for the city. So we also picked up some more sawdust from a local company that we partnered with since the beginning. They were our first real partnership. I'm gonna grab my water here. So we got that. They operate a small home building company. So they build tiny homes, and they have a lot of sawdust. A lot of it's not clean. A lot of it has pressure treated wood. So we only pick up the clean, non-pressure treated wood. They have a sanding area where they sand the clean wood down, and so the sawdust we get from them, it's not a lot, but it's really fine, beautiful stuff. I'll show you. See with my hand here. We can see this. It's like powder. Beautiful stuff. So we use it at our house for keeping the bugs down, and we can give it to people if they need it for their bugs or smells or anything like that. And then this is the pile from last week's bounty of sunflowers. I didn't compost these down yet because I wanted the birds to get a chance to eat them, and it looks like they're starting to, which is great. So, you know, with composting, actually it's a longer discussion, so I'll get into it later, but about giving to animals, giving to people first, and then compost being the last step, avoiding it from the landfill. But I'll talk about that on a different video. So I'm not going to talk too much longer because we have a ton of, not literally a ton, but a lot of food scraps to process right now. And we have to get home after this. We have to clean all the equipment. As I said, we're only a third of the way. We picked up, now we got to process, and then we got to go home and clean everything. So we still got a long day. And in addition to that, like I said, we're going to turn the other pile. And then when we go home, we have to go do the paperwork for the new person that we signed up with. We have to get them put in our database down in our customer area of our computer. And we have to do some advertising for the farmers market this weekend. And we have to send a couple thank yous out and things like that. So we got a long day ahead of us. That's what I mean before when I said that this type of work, it can be something different every day. You know, food scraps, sawdust, sunflowers, then I'm going to process, then you got to clean it, and then the back end stuff, you know, the advertising, the computer stuff, the database stuff, I do all that myself. So yeah, it makes for a long Thursday, but a productive Thursday is the day we pick up and do all that. And just a little showcase of what you can get with great compost is a huge garden like this. This is the whole I don't want to say the whole reason, but when we started gardening, we realized how much you needed compost. And when I did tree work, I saw how many wood chips we threw away, and then I knew how many people threw away food scraps, and I said, why am I buying this stuff in? I could make this stuff. So that's where we're at. But with that being said, I'll let you go. We got a lot of work to do here. We got more than a couple more hours of work before we get home, and then we got to clean it, and then we have to do the stuff online, and then we can go home and just hang out with my wife and kids and the baby and sit back, put my legs up, relax a little bit, and enjoy the day. So we appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe to our videos. As always, we're going to keep going and sharing different information about how this works, and we appreciate you watching. Again, this is John from Second Chance Composting. Happy composting.